Hello, beautiful people. Tonight we will be doing late night conversations. This is when we very laid back, not so reserved, but it's like pretty much the same conversations as normal. The election, celebrities, VP Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and the list goes on. And I said it for 8 o'clock, but I decided to just come on and go on and get started because this is when I can just lay back, relax, have a good time talking to y'all, smack my gum if I want to. Because this is the late night conversation. Thank you for coming to my live. Again, I am Queen Lily. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. And who am I talking to? I see you gave me a thumbs up, but let me know that you can hear me and that you can see me. Hey, Queen Tia, what's up, girl? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I actually said it for 8 o'clock, but I decided just come on and go live, be comfortable, lay back in my chair, and just chat it up with y'all. At least in the evening time when it's later, I'm more relaxed. We can have a great time talking about stuff, not so uptight. You know, it's later, so it's just us girls and boys, kings and queens, talking about just anything. And it's a little bit more laid back, the late night conversations. You need a nap? I'm sorry. I took me a break and I ate some Texas toast, and I make, instead of chicken salad, I make salmon salad, and I spread it on top of the Texas toast, and I just cut it up and eat it. I did 2 of those. So that's what I did, and I got me some sweet tea to sip on while we tonight, and I got my water over there too. Hello, thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily, and this is Late Night Conversations where we just get relaxed, talk about wherever, not so serious as my show that's earlier part of the day. So just come on in and join us, beautiful kings and queens. I'm going to really get started in just a moment. It's a laid back show. And, you know, as everybody know, I'm a lot more laid back and just enjoying myself talking about whatever I feel. So come on in and enjoy the show. I have my moderator, Queen Tia, in the chat. She would be moderating everything. So if you see the blue wrench, that is Queen Tia. She's my moderator. How you doing, Chris? How are you this evening? So are you laid back too, just chilling like me? We're going to chill together, Chris. Hey, what's up, Chris? We're going to chill together. But anyway, yes, this is Late Night Conversations. And I normally would do it later. But you guys, I can't stay up late like I normally would. Usually I'd be doing it. Sometimes we'd be up to 11, 12, 1 o'clock. I can't do that. It's starting to get a little chilly because, you know, when the weather changes, you want to be in the bed somewhere. Watching your television, just chilling. I can't stay up late like that. Thank you for coming to my live. This is Late Night Conversations, just chitting, chatting with the kings and queens. We're going to talk about whatever is going on in this world, what's going on in the elections, what's going on with Mr. P. Diddy and whoever. We even going to have a little talk about Wendy Osefo. She's doing big things right now from Real Housewives of Potomac. We're going to talk about whatever. So put a subject in the chat. And if I know about it, I'm going to talk about it. Is that okay with y'all? If I know about it, I will talk about it. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our late night conversations. Hey, how you doing, Orlando Luna? How you doing? How you do your stream? I'm just doing it through straight YouTube because when I would do it through StreamYard, they would not notify anybody to come to my lives. Hey, Jax, how you doing? Hi. Hey, beautiful kings and queens. I'm glad to see y'all in my chat. Hit that like button. We're talking about a little bit of everything. Laying back, being comfortable, just having a good conversation with the extra kings and queens. Y'all all beautiful people to me, so we're going to have a good old time. I'm not so uptight as it is in the early day show at 5 o'clock. We're just going to chill and have a good time. If you want me to talk about something in your chat, yeah, I'm going to talk about P. Diddy too. Minecraft's put in there. Yes, I'm going to talk about P. Diddy as well. Little everything. Because in the daytime, I'm more like politics. I may touch a little bit on P. Diddy, but that affects my show for some reason. When I put P. Diddy in my title, it doesn't do so well. Because, see, I see people just left because of P. Diddy. God dog it. I had more in here, now people left because of the P. Diddy. But anyway, I'm just going to keep going, make it work. Terry, I'm glad to see you back tonight for my show. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I don't have my mic on right now because I got to charge my phone. So I have to take the little jack out so I can charge my phone. Bruce, how you doing? He said, Bruce said, hello for India, lovely lady. Well, thank you, King. How are you tonight, Bruce? How are you? Terry said, yes, Miss Bugs, what's good, girl? Thank you for coming to my live. This is the late night conversations. This is sometimes I do the second show. I don't do it all the time, but tonight I feel like I'm going to chat with my people, see what's on their mind, have some great conversations. If it's anything that y'all want me to talk about, put it in the chat. And if I know about it, I'm going to talk about it. So you can't hear me, Miss Bugs? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get started with this late night chat. Donald Trump is still up to his shenanigans. When I got off early to eat something so I can come back live, he is acting a complete fool. He's showing out. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Because it's getting closer to Election Day. Queen Kamala Harris is reading your boy. She is reading him down to those depends. His pissy depends, y'all. Yes, she's reading him down. So we're going to get on and get the show started. Hold on, okay? Hold on. And, in this show, I kind of chew me a little gum. I'm very relaxed. Thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily. I'm your host tonight. So this is from VP Kamala Harris' Instagram page.
Wrongfully convicted. 5 teenagers were arrested, tried, convicted, and sent to prison. No men were exonerated.
What he did to us, he tried to end us.
Of course I hate these people.
So-called Central Park 5.
Calling for execution.
And let's all hate these people.
We cannot have this man go into office again.
And I want society to hate him.
We were innocent kids.
The confessions were coerced.
Today, we are exonerated. That guy says he still stands by the original guilty verdict.
This is about democracy being on the ballot.
I have absolutely no compassion.
Look at Kamala. She represents the kaleidoscope of the human family. There's something different happening in America. We will get the opportunity to build a future where we will be able to thrive and not just survive.
I love that message, and it's a beautiful thing that she got the Central Park 5 to speak, because Donald Trump had them locked up like they were some prisoners. They were just young kids, and they had not committed a crime. So he put a bounty on their heads, y'all, $1 million bounty on their heads. And he still, to this day, as you know, he wants them to be crucified. He still believes to this day that they did this when they have been found not guilty. Although they have done some time, but what's more devastating than anything, some of them was RAPE'd in prison. Bad enough they were not guilty. They went to prison, boys' home, then they was RAPE'd, some of them, not all. Donald Trump doesn't know how it feels to live a life of hardship and pain. But he's about to feel it. November 26th, Donald Trump is going to feel the pain that these young men felt. And he deserved to feel that pain. Make him weigh it, Judge, on November 26th. Jack Smith, make Donald Trump weigh it on November 26th. So the black men keep complaining about what VP Kamala Harris going to do for them. So y'all, my black men in my chat, you about to hear it, okay? So I'm going to give you a little rundown of what VP Kamala Harris going to do for you, okay? So this is her on her page. She with a bunch of black men. She's speaking to them. She got to speak to their heart, mind, body, and souls. It don't take that much with us women, because we are already ready for the change. We are already ready. We're not going back. Black men is taking y'all longer to get on board. So she got to talk to you a little bit more. You got to be sweet talk like you're a female. You ain't no female. Come on. But anyway, Vice President Kamala Harris said, my parents met while protesting for civil rights. When I was a child, they would take me to the marches in a stroller. Those were my first stories of seeing people fighting for the freedoms and the promise of America that had long been kept from them. As I traveled across the country, I have spoken with many Americans, including black men, about their hopes, dreams, hurdles, and worries. Black men and boys deserve a president who sees them and will help break their barriers, preventing them from building intergenerational wealth and realizing their aspirations. Donald Trump is not that president. Trump's business career began when he was investigated for refusing to rent property to black families. His entry into public life was when he took out a full-page ad in New York Times calling for the execution of the Central Park Five, innocent black teens who were later exonerated. As president, he called majority black nations SHIT hoes. Today, Trump's Project 2025 agenda will give him unchecked power, posing an even more serious threat to black communities. He will bring back stop and frisk, roll back civil and voting rights, and implement a nation sales tax costing families an average of $4,000 per year. We can't go back, and we don't have to. Today, she says, I am announcing an opportunity agenda for black men. It will be, among other things, provide $1 million fully forgivable loans to the entrepreneurs and protect cryptocurrency investments so people who make them know their money is safe. It will launch a national health equality initiative focused on illness that disproportionately impact black men like sickle cell disease and diabetes. And it will legalize recreational marijuana and ensure that all Americans have opportunities to succeed as this new industry takes shape. When we invest in black men, their dreams, aspirations, ambitions, we are stronger. And I believe that as well. So I'm going to scroll over and let y'all see some of the photos she posted on her page. This is what she posts today. She has to put in more work with the black men, but the black men are not acting Donald Trump. What is he going to do? Why do y'all do that to a black woman? Y'all give her a hard time. Why is that? Why does she have to go harder for your vote when Donald Trump doesn't have to work for your vote? I'm just curious to know, black men. I'm curious to know. So let's see what she's talking about right here.
It's so much to be back with the Gila River Indian community. Last summer, I became the first vice president of the United States to visit this tribal nation. And I strongly believe that the relationship between tribal nations and the United States is sacred, and that we must honor tribal sovereignty, embrace our trust and treaty obligations, and ensure tribal self-determination. And it is my promise as President of the United States, I will defend those principles always. It means so much to be back with the Gila River Indian community.
Right now, because somebody just put in the chat, I just saw that about, she says she black, she says she's Indian. She is both. So she just got through speaking with black men. Now she's speaking to Indians. Come on, give her a chance. She ain't lying about who she is. She's half black, she half Indian. That's not lying. She's speaking to her people, who her bloodline is. Now she's speaking to more Indians because she's part Indian.
Your vote is your power, and never let anybody take your power from you.
I think we're realizing our power and understanding how important our participation is, and how, especially in states like Arizona where there's 22 tribal nations, and it makes a difference. Our vote makes a difference. Our presence makes a difference.
My work in climate change is informing people about the issues that are currently going on in this world, and how we as Native people or people in general can ensure that we are doing our part.
I'm counting on your leadership, and I'm looking forward to our partnership in the context of your leadership. What you all are doing in your generation are so powerful, and you have everything at stake. Your voice is your vote, and your vote vote is your power, and never let anybody take your power from you.
I think we're realizing our power and understanding how important our participation is, and how, especially in states like Arizona, where there's 22 tribal nations, and it makes a difference. Our vote makes a difference. Our presence makes a difference.
My work in climate change is informing people.
I'm loving this. There's more younger people are backing and endorsing VP Kamala Harris. And the more she get more black and brown, Indian and black, Mexican, other Latinos, and etc., it is going to be an amazing movement. This is a huge movement for everyone. Kamala Harris is just not for black and brown people. She is for the United States of America. That means everyone. Yes. Hold on. So look at old Donnie Boy. Donnie Boy is miserable right now. He's on Twitter posting things, and this is a fair use from the Shade Room. I'm going to read you what Donnie Boy has said. Old Donnie Boy said, I believe it's very important that Kamala Harris pass a test on cognitive stamina and agility. Her actions have led to many that there could be something very wrong with her. Even 60 Minutes and CBS, in order to protect lying Kamala illegally and unscrumptiously, replaced an answer she had given, which was totally bonkers, with another answer that had nothing to do with the question asked. Also, she is slow and lethargic in answering even the easiest questions. We just went through almost 4 years of that. We shouldn't have to do it again. He's deflecting. Everything he's saying about VP Kamala Harris is him. She's very aware. She's only 59 years old, 9 years older than me because I'm 50. Honey, Donald Trump, Daffy Duck, you are 78 years old, heading on the verge of dementia and other things with your health. You want to release your health records, and she has. Very cognitive. Are you kidding me? Donald Trump, you 78 years old, and you want to say that she can't even, she's lethargic? That is honey, VP Kamala Harris is a walking billboard of health. Look at you, Donnie. Look at you. Just look at you. Do you not realize what you look like? You're walking around with a girdle on. You got an orange face of makeup. The makeup is actually made for black women, but it looks orange on you. And you wear a toupee and a pissy depends. Donnie boy, are you serious? You cannot be serious. Huh. Y'all, he's serious. Oh, Donnie boy is really serious. But he doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's see what she says.
Every presidential candidate has done of showing their medical records. Okay?
Which
which I have done. Of course I've done it. I have done that. I have challenged him to another debate. I have given up my medical records. I did the 60 Minutes interview. And one has to ask, what is Donald Trump trying to hide? What is his staff and his team trying to keep from you? And it may be the fact that, like the people who work closest with him,
hit the like button,
his
please.
chief of staff in the White House, his national security advisor, his secretaries of defense. Recently, we got the report about General Mark Milley, who all, in some, have basically said Donald Trump is unfit to be president of the United States and is a danger. And there are many who are believing that all of this points to an individual who is also quite unstable and unfit to be president of the United States. Those are the stakes at play in this election. The important responsibility that every presidential candidate has done of showing their medical records. Okay? Which I have done. Of course I've done it. I have done that.
I don't know what else to tell y'all. He is not the candidate for the United States. He's not fit. His mind is not all there. He's not cognitive. He's shrinking daily because he don't know what he's talking about. He goes to his rallies and he talk about garbage. He is word vomiting. He loses his train of thought very often. So he'll just start talking about just any old thing. And his people are eating it up. It makes me think, are they the same as Donald Trump? Are they losing their mind too, Heavenly Father? I'm just curious. Inquiring minds want to know. Hey, Queen Teal. Inquiring minds want to know. He's a traitor for this country. Amen.
There is, first of all, a danger in terms of understanding there are two choices in this election and understanding what Donald Trump intends for middle class families. Two, look at it in the context of how he actually thinks and talks about black folks in America. And you and I have talked about this before. He is not looking out for folks when he was a landlord and would not rent to black families, sued for it. When he took out a full-page ad in the New York Times against those 5 teenagers, black and Latino, who were innocent, saying they should be executed, the Central Park 5. When you look at the first black president of the United States, and he had birther lines, and now you look at black immigrants, legal immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, and he gets on a debate stage and says they're eating their pets? Come on. This man is dangerous. Not to mention Roland. Let's fast forward to right
Queen
now.
Vera.
His staff won't let him do a 60 Minutes interview. Every president for the last half century has done one, anyone who's running for president. Everyone has done it, except Donald Trump. He will not debate me again. I put out my medical records. He won't put out his medical records. And you have to ask, why is his staff doing that? And it may be because they think he's just not ready and unfit and unstable and should not have that level of transparency for the American people. There's a real choice in this election. There is, first of all, a danger in terms of understanding there are two choices in this election and understanding what Donald Trump intends for middle-class families.
I agree with her. He is a danger. And if nobody can see that, then you're part of the problem. He doesn't mean his country any good. That when he wants to be in office is to benefit him, for him to profit and to stay out of prison, because November 26th, that's exactly where he's going. That's the only reason why he want to be in the White House this term. J.D. Vance has a bigger cause why he want to be there, because he wants to rule the world and take away your votes where you can never vote again. And he put that idea in Donald Trump's head. Yes, she showed her taxes till she did.
One more thing I want to ask you before you go, and I think it's the fun part. I want to ask you about your plan for black men.
Yes.
It's something huge
Yes.
that you have just released this week. We're talking about 1 million loans that are fully forgivable up to $20,000 to black entrepreneurs, men and women, correct? Expanding access to bank accounts, expanding the child tax credit. Many things that you're doing. Housing, lowering rent, making it affordable to buy a house for first-time home buyers.
Right.
Talk to me about this plan, just in summary, and how this will impact not only black men, but all black people.
Sure. So look, I grew up in the middle class. My mother worked hard. She saved up. And by the time I was a teenager, she was able to buy our first home. I will never forget where I came from. Okay, by the way, my opponent, Donald Trump, was handed $400 million basically on a silver platter and filed for bankruptcy 6 times. So just keep that in mind about who's coming from where.
Keep that in mind, people.
The ambitions, the aspirations, the incredible work ethic that exists in our community. I know the dreams that exist, but not everyone has started out on the same base in terms of being able to realize their goals and their dreams. So my plan is to build what I call an opportunity economy, which means giving people an opportunity to actually achieve those ambitions, those goals, and those dreams. So for example, housing is too expensive. The American dream is something that previous generations could kind of count on, but no more. So one part of the problem is that we have a supply issue in terms of housing supply. My plan includes working with developers to do and home builders to create incentives for them to build 3 million new homes by the end of my first term. The second part, which is equally important, if not more, is to give people, first-time home buyers, a $25,000
Welcome,
down
Joe.
payment assistance.
Welcome, King
Because
Joe.
what you and I know is a lot of folks want to be a homeowner, but they don't come from money. They don't come from some families that can necessarily give them or pass on a home or give them the equity out of their home to help them with the down payment. $25,000 down payment assistance just helps people get their foot in the door to then save up to cover a mortgage. $6,000 child tax credit. I'm expanding the child tax credit to $6,000 for young families so that in the first year of their child's life, they have the resources they need to buy a crib, a car seat, clothes, knowing that all parents have a natural desire to parent their children well, but not all parents have the resources to be able to do that. Opportunity. Small businesses. My second mother, our second mother, who helped raise us, was a small business owner. I know who our small business owners are. They, for our communities, they are part of the cultural, economic, civic fabric of our communities. They hold the strength of hiring locally, mentoring, all that. So I'm going to change so that the tax deduction for a startup small business, change it from what it is, it's $5,000. Nobody can start a small business with $5,000 to $50,000. And included in that, knowing that a lot of startup businesses then have overhead around, for example, what they need to do to buy equipment. For those who are startup and don't have the connections historically, a $20,000 forgivable loan for them to be able, for example, to pay to set up a really good website so that their business could then thrive.
It might intersect with PPP loans and how, a mess, some people were involved with that, the PPP loans and fraud and all of that?
Fraud, listen, I spent a career prosecuting people for fraud. So we will take care of the abuses. But that's not a reason to not give people an opportunity to thrive. I think there is a real misconception that people just, and only their highest aspiration is to have a job. That's not where I come from in terms of how I think of it. The baseline should be everybody has a job. What we should be doing is creating incentives for people to be able to build wealth and build intergenerational wealth. But again, knowing that not everybody starts out on the same base. But when you give them a little bit to just compete, they will work around the clock, good ideas, innovative ideas. And when they have just that little bit extra, it gives them what they need to actually get in there and compete and thrive. That's the $20,000. That's the theory behind the $20,000 forgivable loan for people at a certain threshold, to just give them the resources, like I said, to start up a website, to buy the equipment they need, depending on the kind of business that they're creating, so that that's not the barrier to what otherwise is going to be their incredible work ethic and hustle to actually make a success out of their smart idea that actually has relevance to the community.
Wow. We are watching. Thank you so much, Vice President Kamala Harris, for joining us. It's so important that you're here talking with us. Black media, it's so important.
Of course, always.
I enjoyed that.
One.
Now, black men, she has given you what you asked for. Now I need you, black men, to go ask Donald Trump for the same thing you have ran her down for. She laid it out for you, what she's going to do for you. But this is the problem with a lot of black men. Not every black man, don't run. I see y'all getting up out of this chat. Not every black man, just speaking in general. Go ask Donald Trump what he's going to do for you. He can't even tell MAGA what he's going to do for them. Because he's not going to do anything for anybody but pocket everything in his pockets for him and his family. When his daughter and son-in-law left the White House, they was billionaires because of being in the White House. Money from foreigners. Donald Trump left the White House with more money than he had going in there because he squandered all of the money that his father gave him. His father gave him $400-something million, and he lost it. Bankruptcy. How many bankruptcies? 6. Why would you want a man with 6 bankruptcies running the United States of America? I don't want that. I do not want someone that just do anything with your money. Not responsible. No accountability in any form. That should not be what you want in the White House. You need stability, freedom, and opportunity given to you. You no longer need chaos and diversity. Sorry about that. Now, they know I be live. Let me text somebody right quick so they can stop calling me while I'm live. Hold on, y'all. Just a moment. Give me a moment, you guys, so I can let this person know I am live. Do not call me while I'm live. Sorry about that. Hold on. Why call me while I'm live? Come on now. Stop playing. People play too much. Just a moment, you all. I ain't got time to text back because I got to find the name and all that. But anyway, that should not be what you want in a president. She has laid it all out. Now, what are y'all going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to read some of this that's in the chat, and then I'm going to get on with my schedule for the show tonight, late night conversations. Teal says, they'll make America great again. When was America great? Is racist, misogynist. Okay. Top T says Trump. Okay, that's your candidate. I'm going to respect that. Football with Marinos. Trump is good for humanity. If you say so, keep telling yourself that. You'll see where you end up. Transparent judge. He is not fit to lead. Thank you. High five. Thank you. High five to that. High five. Yes. He's not fit to lead at all. Thank you. Teal says school segregation was abolished in 1957. Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. They want to take away women's rights to vote. That's right. Trump and Pence. That's what he want to do. Garrett said the only thing she will do is raise the nation's debt even more. Well, Garrett, how and why did your candidate Donald Trump raise the debt ceiling up to $8 trillion? He did it worse than Bush Jr. He is the only president that raised it that high. Bush Jr. was horrible, and good President Obama came in and fixed it and handed Donald Trump a clean, great economy that he lies about that he made great. And what did he do? He destroyed that. So VP Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is cleaning up his mess. So they should take his toupee in him and mollywop him and mop the floor with him because he caused this mess. $8.4 trillion of debt. He was too busy helping foreigners. He wasn't helping our country. Miss Bug says, Vera, she will soon be, and before Trump goes to prison, he would love to grab you by the, girl. Joe Mormon says, Blyden, are you like 12 years old? Good grief. I don't know what you're talking about. And Vera got her eyes rolled up in the air. I don't know what's that about. Y'all having conversations in the chat. Well, I'm going to get on back to some of these goodies I got for y'all, because this is late night conversations. We're a little bit more laid back, okay? So get comfortable and put what you want in the chat. Just don't put actual stuff and don't put profanity in there. Let's be friendly, kind, loving kings and queens tonight, okay? One moment. One moment, y'all. Okay. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. This is what I want to show y'all. And this is from Midas Touch Network. Please subscribe to their channel. This is fair use and educational. So we're going to listen to this right. And it is about the Trump supporters being stranded at where? Coachella. of all places. One moment, let it load up. And I'm going to show you all, okay? Thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily. You all are valuable kings and queens to me.
Hold on, I'll explain. So this little guy is more than just a chill out drink. I used to drink a glass of wine or two to relax and unwind, especially with my friends. But you know, it wasn't always great the next.
Guys, we came to the Trump rally and this is the aftermath.
This isn't normal. Apparently the buses are no longer coming, or at least there used to be like 20 buses when we were being brought here.
So I don't know how long do we have to wait here before we can get to the bus and go back to our car. We waited like 7 hours to just get in the rally, and now it's time to go back. So hopefully we don't have to wait for that.
Happy Monday, little son. Hey,
if you're looking
King.
for the perfect allegory for the Trump sequel, The Fascist Strikes Back, look no further than his rally in California over the weekend, where the former president left thousands of his supporters stranded after dark when the buses that drove them 5 miles into the desert just never came back to pick them up.
Mawa. Make America wait again. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Coachella. And I'm talking about Donald Trump, who flew in to Coachella, used his own people as a prop for a photo op, and then he abandoned them. You don't believe me? Watch this.
This isn't normal. Apparently the buses are no longer coming. It's just chaos.
Dire situation came to light through a series of
What word did he use that describes Donald Trump? Chaos. He said, this is just chaos. Who is Donald Trump? He is nothing but chaos and division. Vera, I don't feel sorry for them either, because y'all know what he about. He only cares about fattening his pockets and using y'all. He treats y'all like a trophy wife. When he done with you, he put you back on the shelf. Don't want to deal with you. Don't care anything else about you. You're just a piece of A to him.
We don't have to wait for that long to get in the bus.
If you're looking for the perfect allegory for the Trump sequel, The Fascist Strikes Back, look no further than his rally in California over the weekend, where the former president left thousands of his supporters stranded after dark when the buses that drove them 5 miles into the desert just never came back to pick them up.
Mawa. Make America wait again. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Coachella. And I'm talking about Donald Trump, who flew in to Coachella, used his own people as a prop for a photo op, and then he abandoned them. You don't believe me? Watch this.
This isn't normal. Apparently the buses are no longer coming. It's just chaos.
Dire situation came to light through a series of videos shared on social media, mostly across TikTok, depicting a chaotic scene as a massive crowd wandered through the desert in the middle of the night after being forced to listen to the likes of this in 100-degree heat all day. I mean, talk about torture.
I will very quickly deflate. We are going to take inflation and we are going to deflate it. We are going to deflate inflation. We are going to defeat inflation. We're going to not.
And as a result, many critics have accused the serial grifter of providing only one-way transportation to the rally, leaving his supporters, of course, high and dry. Reports from the scene indicated that there were initially 20 to 30 buses available. However, only one remained in operation after dark, resulting in a turnaround time for each drop-off of around 30 minutes.
I invite the public to watch his rallies and be the decision maker.
If burnout. We all
That is sad, y'all. You hear them calling for the medics?
in therapy.
That is sad.
BetterHelp, I've learned certain tactics and
He left them stranded.
later.
Look at this.
There's chicks that are organizing this that are failing.
Look at all of us.
If you could just, yeah, we gotta hold this.
There's supposed to be like 20 buses here, and it's only one. Everyone's starting to freak out. There's people that go down this street for I don't know how long.
Of course, rather than, I don't know, take a look at the character of the man that they are swearing allegiance to, the type to stiff anyone at any time if it benefits him, some of those who are left stranded, dehydrated and desperate still clutch their MAGA hats tight to their chest as they claimed it smelt like sabotage. Honestly, there really is no saving some of these people. Even as their cult leader shows just how little of a shit he gives about them, they'll still bend themselves into a pretzel cooking up conspiracy theories about how actually it's the evil Marxist Democrats who are responsible for Trump not getting his fans transportation back to their cars, rather than it being, his fault.
Trump said the election was going to be stolen before it happened, and then on election night, he prematurely declared victory when the votes weren't even counted. He then took 60 different court cases, lost every single court case. Then, Bill Barr, Mike Pence, Ivanka Trump all said there's no election fraud. So who do you trust more than our courts, our institutions? Rudy Giuliani? What's your source of election fraud is my question.
I saw actual data that night. I watched that election for 12 straight hours.
Why did the courts reject that data?
Because I think that some of the courts are false as well.
But they were Trump-appointed judges. So Trump-appointed fake judges, or what?
You got to look at all the data.
We've looked at all the data. All the data says the election was legitimate.
So it's your word against mine. It's whatever you want to believe.
Wait, can I say? Wait, no. Can I say real quick? It's my.
We live in the United States. Everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Can I say? You say it's your word against mine, but it's my word, our court's words, the FBI, the DOJ, Bill Barr, Mike Pence versus you, Trump, and Rudy Giuliani, and Mike Lindell. So do you think Rudy Giuliani?
A lot more people than
Do you think Rudy Giuliani is?
The DOJ, the FBI, in my opinion, are corrupt.
But Bill Barr.
Whatever they're telling
Who appointed Bill Barr though? Trump appointed all of these people.
He fired them. He fired people.
So he's hires the best people, but he hires them and then fires them immediately, right?
Good, because he found out the truth about them. To get fired. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about the people that Donald Trump hired. He hired Mike Pence as his VP. What does the VP do? The VP is the president of Congress. Donald Trump was the president. So let's switch it up. Joe Biden is the president right now of the United States. VP Kamala Harris is the VP of the United States. But she is the president over Congress, the Senate. So stop questioning what has she done. She is doing what she's supposed to do as VP. What did Mike Pence do? Tell me in the chat, MAGA. What did Mike Pence do? He was not the president. But what he did do was his job. And what he did do, he would not lie for Donald Trump and say he won the election in 2020 when he lost. And that's why he sick you, maggots, on Mike Pence. Because Mike Pence refused to lie. He is an honorable man that would not lie for Donald Trump. His brain is not brainwashed like you, MAGA. He is a man of dignity. You do not know about dignity because your nose is stuck up Donald Trump's behind. So we're going to move on, you guys. Wait a minute, I forgot something I want to show you. Hold on. We ain't going to go to P. Diddy just yet. Hold on. Just a moment. I got to let it load. Well, I thought I emailed it to myself, apparently. Hold on. Just a moment, y'all. It's loading. But I thought I showed this before, but just in case I have not, refresh their memory.
in the issue being turned over to the House of Representatives, and literally chaos would have ensued. So, well, Martha, I just people can read the indictment, and frankly, I've said before, I had hoped it had not come to this point. You know, I don't know if the government can meet the standard, the burden of proof beyond reasonable doubt for criminal charges, but the American people deserve to know that President Trump and his advisors didn't just ask me to pause. They asked me to reject votes, return votes, essentially to overturn the election, and to keep faith with the oath that I made to the American people and to Almighty God. I rejected that out of hand, and I did my duty that day. And irrespective of the indictment, I want the American people to know that I had no right to overturn the election. And then on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution, that I chose the Constitution, and I always will. And I really do believe that anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. And anyone who asks someone else to put themselves over the Constitution should never be president of the United States again. I've been very forthright about this issue, and I'll continue.
In turn faced threats against his own life from the MAGA crowd who stormed the Capitol, which, you know, in case anyone forgot, happened, and that's why we are forced to see this face on the VP debate stage instead of Mike Pence, which Tim Walz did a great job of reminding everyone.
This one is troubling to me, and I say that because I think we need to tell the story. Donald Trump refused to acknowledge this, and the fact is that I don't think we can be the frog in the pot and let the boiling water go up. He was very clear. I mean, he lost this election, and he said he didn't. 140 police officers were beaten at the Capitol that day, some with the American flag, several later died. And it wasn't just in there. In Minnesota, a group gathered on the state capitol grounds in St. Paul and said, we're marching to the governor's residence and there may be casualties. The only person there was my son and his dog, who was rushed.
What else do y'all need, Mega, to convince y'all of the truth? Facts. What else? Are you going to just keep your head stuck up his rear? One moment, please. Just a moment. Give me a moment, y'all. I'm looking for another video that I sent myself about Mike Pence. Let me see if this is it. I think this is the one.
As I've said many times, on that fateful day, President Trump's words were reckless. They endangered my family and everyone at the Capitol. But the American people deserve to know that on that day, President Trump also demanded that I choose between him and the Constitution. Now voters will be faced with the same choice. I chose the Constitution, and I always
will. Is Mike Pence becoming a new John McCain? That's what it seems like, because I used to didn't like him neither. I did not like Mike Pence, but I have grown to like him. I find him to be an honorable man, like John McCain. That's what I find him to be. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Hold on, my faithful ones. Hold on. Okay, we're going to get on over to old Diddy Bop. There's nothing I care about talking about more than old Diddy Bop. Now, I'm just kidding. I am not a fan of his, but he is a celebrity news right now. He is. But I noticed when I put him in my title, I'm getting less views. And I talked to someone that has been a YouTuber much longer than me, and they said to not put Diddy in my title. And I had already put him in my title, so it is what it is. But I have been warned to not. Well, let's talk about Wendy Osefo first from Real Housewives of Potomac. She would no longer be a professor at, I think it's at John something, the college. She left there, put in her resignation. So let's see what Wendy Osefo is doing.
Back. Welcome
to season 2 of the Dr. Wendy Show. One, I want to change location and scenery. So not only are we at a new location, we're at a new house, the White House. I needed someone to sit beside me. So I have the one, the only Press Secretary of the United States of America, Karine Jean-Pierre.
There is a lot at stake. A lot is at stake. Our democracy, our freedom, all of those things are on the table right now.
Yes.
If you are not paying attention, that is your livelihood.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Karine Jean-Pierre. I am the White House press secretary, and I am going to be on the Dr. Wendy Show. Make sure you tune in.
Hi, guys.
So her show comes on, I think on Mondays.
Season 2 of...
Hold on, let me see when it's supposed to come on. Her new episode of Dr. Wendy's Show is now live. Today, I'm joined by the White House Press Secretary, Jean-Pierre. We discuss everything from the Biden administration's policy for Black America to cannabis reform. And if you go to her Instagram page, you could click on the link and go watch this interview. So I wanted to share that with y'all because she's a powerful Black woman. She was already a news correspondent on MSNBC, CNN, and the list goes on. But she was a professor at a college in Potomac, in Maryland, I believe. So she's doing big things, and the Real Housewives of the Potomac does not define her. She's just on there making her money. Get that bag, Wendy. Wendy was powerful before then. She's an AKA, like VP Kamala Harris. They have a lot in common, her and these ladies. So check her out, Wendy Osefo, on Instagram. And then she has the Dr. Wendy Show Instagram. So I'm going to show you so you can find her page. You see that? Wendy Osefo in the Dr. Wendy Show. So you can find it. So we're going to get on over to the Diddy Bop stuff, okay? But she's someone, I have been watching Dr. Wendy before she was on the Real Housewives of Potomac. I would watch her on the news. I was like, this woman is amazing. So intelligent. I love watching her. Hold on. I got to find that stuff about Diddy because I know I saved it. Hold on. I know I did. I saw it. It's got to be in because I saw it earlier. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Unless I deleted it. I don't remember deleting that. But I got other videos. If I can't find that video about Diddy, I got other stuff saved. But this was something. Let's see if this is it.
Specifically for Black men.
Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. That's about what we already have shown. What I already showed y'all. Let's see. Give me a moment. I got to find this. Because this is something I really wanted to show y'all. Okay, I'm just going to go on to back to my notes then. Back to my notes. So this is Murad Morelli. Do me a favor. Subscribe to his channel. And he's talking about Justin Bieber. That he now in a place of don't trust anyone because all that's going on with Diddy is making him relive his pain. So we're going to watch that, okay? Please subscribe to his channel. Thank you. Give it a moment to load up. Did he think those 4 attorneys going to be able to save him? It ain't happening. He would never get out.
I literally had
I want Justin to speak up and tell what happened. Stop being afraid.
Bieber is back in the headlines, guys, and like I told you, he is not going to be able to escape any of this.
Fair use.
Hey guys, it's Murad Morali.
Please subscribe to his channel.
Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And let's get straight into this video. So Bieber has completely alienated people around him. He is cutting off people because he no longer trusts them. These insiders are saying. He's claiming that the singer has done some really crazy stuff. While Bieber has strongly rejected any connection with the allegations against Diddy, the rapper is reportedly facing difficulties when it comes to trusting other people and is maintaining distance from those whom he has known for decades. Recent public appearances of Bieber, who welcomed his first child, have left his fans supporters worried. Wow. Anyways, in one particular video, Diddy addresses the camera while standing next to 15-year-old Bieber.
Boy, they're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
okay, we already know about these old videos. I don't know why they're going to keep talking about it. If it's not going to be anything else new, stop bringing up these damn old videos. But anyways, he is cutting off his circle. Sorry, I'm just sick of when articles do that. He is cutting off a lot of people. Now, my question is, why doesn't he trust these people? Why wouldn't he trust these people? Are these people going to snake him? Are they going to say anything about him? Are they going to go against him in any kind of way? Why wouldn't he trust these people? I would very much like to know. I believe he's cutting his circle, cutting people around him because something is going to be leaked, revealed, or spoken about, and he doesn't want any of that to come out to the press. And I do think that something for Bieber is going to get worse in this, because for the fact that he keeps getting dragged in this, I'm sorry, I don't think Bieber is completely innocent. I feel like he, you know, probably had things done to him, but probably carried that on to other people. And when you carry that on to other people, my sympathy definitely wanes for you. And I do feel like he is probably alienating himself, cutting off people, doesn't trust people, and doing some crazy stuff because he's paranoid. So, I don't know. I think that Bieber is definitely a victim at the time, but I also feel like he could have been a perpetrator. That victim to perpetrator pipeline, it's a very fine line, guys. And I think that whilst we, and a lot of people do have empathy for Bieber, there needs to be a conversation of, has he done stuff himself? Because why wouldn't that not exist? I would like to know. Tupac's brother is speaking out, and Tupac's brother is still side-eyeing Diddy completely, recently saying Diddy's claim they had no involvement in the rap's death might not be 100% true. Mopreme Shakur, Tupac's stepbrother, who rapped alongside him in the group Thug Life, stopped by Piers Morgan, and Piers asked him about the well-known theory that the Bad Boy founder played a part. Piers mentions how Diddy actually called Mopreme back in 2008 and denied any involvement in his brother's death after an infamous LA Times piece alleged associates of the rap mogul planned the 1994 shooting. He definitely believes that Diddy is involved. Guys, a blind bat could tell you that Diddy is involved, for goodness sake. I don't know why this is being done. Tupac's lawyers, Tupac, I feel like his name is, I'm saying it wrong, my accent. Tupac's lawyers are doing what they need to do, and that's all that we need to leave this in. His brother is also, you know, re-energizing this conversation, and I'm glad, but that's what we need to see happen. We need to see the cases of Kim Porter, Biggie, and Tupac be reopened, because I definitely believe that whilst Diddy isn't solely responsible, he's definitely affiliated and connected, and probably connected to the right people for the work to get done. So I wouldn't put it past Diddy in any way, shape, or means. This man does not have a empathetic bone in his body. He is somebody who comes across as a sociopathic individual. Sociopaths have no feelings for anybody and will just do anything that they want to benefit themselves, which is why the majority of CEOs in the world, in companies, in states, at your offices, are sociopathic individuals and people, because they would do anything to step on other people to get to the number one place. That's why most of those people are your CEOs. And I feel like Diddy is an example here, and these three cases need to be opened. If we're really going to talk about justice, then we need to open these damn cases, do you understand? If we're really going to talk about justice. Reports are coming out about Diddy's very controlling behavior of Kim Porter, and, you know, how there was a lot of DV involved, especially at award shows, how, given the two were together for a long time, people speculated if Porter also faced Diddy's behavior. During the Hot 97 interview, a source who worked closely with the former couple revealed insights. The insider reminisced about the control the mogul used to practice on Kim. They said, I remember specifically how controlling he was over her, remembering them during the prep for the MTV red carpet. The insider said he literally was just sitting there staring at her hair. He wasn't happy with it, the way the car went in one direction. He was like, I don't care if I missed the whole show. We are not leaving until we get this car right. Okay. You really are controlling, and those are just very little signs. So I guess people are just going down memory lane, child, and, you know, run into the articles to say that Diddy was controlling of XYZ. Again, we know that Diddy is controlling. Do you understand? We know that he controlled Kim Porter. I definitely believe that he killed Kim Porter. That's my personal opinion. But I definitely feel like this stuff needs to be reopened. This is the real shit that we need to get to. Do you understand? The real stuff. And I'm so sorry. I know that Jay-Z had his lawyers and etc. I honestly don't think Beyonce is involved in stuff. That's just my personal opinion. And I feel like she's
I don't believe Beyonce and them involved either.
More than Diddy. More than Kanye West. And for me, it frustrates me that she is getting more flack than the people who are literally written in these lawsuits. She's getting more flack than Usher, and it's frustrating. There's no proof, evidence, court documents that Beyonce is involved in.
They just want to bring Beyonce down.
So why she's
Some people get jealous of your greatness.
written in this, I don't know. Is it misogynoir? Because I don't understand that it's not proof yet. Come to me with legal documents and proof of Beyonce being involved, then we'll talk. But as of right now, that's nowhere to be seen, in my personal opinion and abode. Now, I also believe, separately from Beyonce, that Jay-Z definitely is involved in some kind of way. That's my personal opinion. My man is friends with R. Kelly, Kanye West, and Diddy, and you think that these three are the devils, and you've come out to be the angel, but yet you're still together at all these events and parties. It doesn't make sense to me. We may never see Jay-Z in documents because maybe he ties up loose ends better than the others, or maybe we will in the future. We don't know. But I definitely think that this man has guilt all over him. And I think that people lick his ass, and it frustrates the hell out of me because he's definitely not omnipotent. He's not the Lord. He's not God. It's idolatry, and idolatry at best.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes, yes. I downloaded it. I didn't go to the store because I'm lazy. I thought you said you bought it. You ain't say you downloaded it. Get your story right. You downloaded it before. You lying. You lying. You lying. You're lying. He's lying. You didn't even buy it yet. Listen.
It's idolatry at best. I don't think that man is innocent. I think that man is worse. And that's just what I genuinely think, in my personal opinion. And hopefully there will come a time where we can discuss and talk about that if and when that day comes. Because Kim Porter reopened that case. Biggie reopened that case, and Tupac reopened that case because there's so much injustice in this world, in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry, and people are just getting away with madness and blood, and it's just disgusting with this world. And injustice is it just pisses me off the way people can get away with stuff. I don't even think karma is even that real, to be honest with you, because half the people that do all this madness, they get away with it. They live a peaceful life and then go into their grave.
That's true.
They don't even suffer the consequences of their actions, guys. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys soon.
Subscribe to his channel. I agree with him.
Sorry, guys.
That's true. So much happens, and bad people, they never get karma. They'll lead this earth, and people think they're such great people, and they are bad people. I don't get it. So I'm going to read some of the things y'all got in this chat. Brandon Carlin said Beyonce in with Jay-Z. That's her husband, but women don't always know everything their husband do. She was always touring while he was still home doing what he wanted to do. That's a hard-working woman, Beyonce. So I do not believe she knew what that man was doing. I don't even know if Jay-Z is involved with a lot of that stuff. He may have known some of it. I don't know if he knew. But I do not believe Beyonce, because men will do stuff, and their wife and their girlfriend will know nothing about it. Their boyfriend or whoever wouldn't know anything about it. So no, I do not believe she knew. Vera said, wow. Nicola said, Sylvia, what does that even mean? Okay, what did Sylvia say? C-Train said, oh, I'm not reading that, C-Train. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, y'all will talk about Beyonce, C-Train, and Brandon, but you won't own up to anything that's a fact about Donald Trump. That baffles me. Get the F out of here. Tell me to get the F out of here. Sylvia Martinez said, at first, I didn't understand what a black man said about a black woman, but now I do. To all black men, vote for Trump and stand up and fight. You black men need to. Trump, Trump, Trump. Sylvia, bless your soul, honey. Honey, bless your soul with your big fat gut and your no butt. Vera said he looked so uncomfortable. Yeah, Justin looked so uncomfortable. He really did. And Diddy's gonna reap what he sowed, but I just really, really wish that Justin would speak up, because he will be helping so many people. I pray that God touches him and have him speak up. Somebody, get him to speak up. He is a victim. He really needs to, okay, I see that what you said, so he can heal. Vera said he really needs to speak out so that he can heal. He does. Cola said, Tia, baseless claim. Sources to back it up. I don't know what you're talking about. Matt said that press secretary is also nasty AF. You and Donald Trump need to sit in the same depends together. His pissy depends. Okay? Tia said, if you are not a rich white man, they are not going to let you in their club. They beat a black man at the last rally that was wearing Trump clothes. That is true. And one time this black lady was on Clubhouse and she went on the MAGA's Clubhouse link and was in their club. They told her to leave. They did not want a black person in there. But they want you to go vote for Donald Trump. They want black and brown people to vote for Donald Trump. But they don't want you. LaSwan, thank you so much. King LaSwan, thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful kings and queens. Terry Roberts said, yes, it was. Terry Roberts says, you can't tell them nothing. That's a fact. Till said, Trump is going to get rid of the Constitution. Yeah, he said so, but MAGA, they don't get it. Even the black and brown people that's running behind MAGA, when they gonna suffer, let them be. I'm not trying to convince them anymore. I gave up on trying to convince them. Is there anything else y'all want to discuss? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat for me. Because I'm going to get up out of here if we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Anything else y'all want to talk about? If not, we'll go ahead and head up out of here. Who are you talking to, C-Train? Are you threatening me? Okay, Vera, I'm going to check it, okay? Thank you, beautiful. C-Train, who are you threatening? Are you threatening me? You said, you better. Let me tell you something, blubber butt. I better what? Lay out some of those cheeseburgers. How about that? You better. You put no fear in my heart. I'm sitting pretty 24/7. You ain't about to F with me. Don't come back here with your BS. Get out of my chat. Brian, I chew my gum how I want to. While your dog chew on your shoe. Thank you all for coming to my chat tonight. Beer, I'm going to check my email, okay, Queen? There's a lot of ignorant people coming in my chat. They mean me no good. God, cover them. They need it. They are a lost soul. Why would you come to somebody live and harass them daily? Look, what am I doing to you? With no wrinkles at 50. What am I doing to you? That you got to come in my chat and F with me daily. Honey, y'all look older than me. C-Train, you look a mess. When you gonna come for me, make sure you look halfway as fine as I am. You look a hot, fat, slob mess. Lay off them cheeseburgers from Burger King to McDonald's. You right along with Donald Trump wearing a girdle. Fat blubber. I don't care what you zoom in on. How about this? I block you, you piece of shit. Don't ever come back. Brandon, I'm going to do you the same thing. You want to be blocked? Your mama ain't fine. Like you ain't fine. With all those pimples on your butt. Your face, too. Your face look like your ass. Thank y'all for coming on my live. Thank you so much. The one with the Lopez is the last name. Ismael Lopez. Thank you. They come on here every day and harass me. And they don't realize when they put certain stuff in my chat, it demonetizes me. I wish they would just not come. It doesn't make sense. Every live that I go on, they report my channel for no reason, and that affects my monetization. I come on live and I talk about my topics. I don't know these people, but they come on here all the time harassing me. And that is affecting my monetization. I wish they would get a life and come on here and act like normal people. Act like their mother and father raised them right. I grew up without parents. From the age of 12 up to now, I raised myself. And I have more dignity and respect and love in my heart than they do. And they was probably raised by two parents their entire childhood and 10 years. But they act like they were not raised right. They come on here every day with the same sickening stuff. They need to get a life. Get a life. Chris, you blocked too. But thank you for the view. You blocked too, Top T. Oh, you're top. They getting banged out with pimples all on your butt, you disease-infested fool. I'm just going to block them. I don't have time to fight with y'all. I don't. It doesn't make sense. I come on here and I'm talking about my topics, but they come on here and harass me every live. Why do you come to my live? Just leave. I can talk about Donald Trump because he's one of the topics, and it's what's going on with the election. VP Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. I'm talking about the election. If you don't like it, stop coming to my channel. It doesn't make any sense to harass me daily. Let me see if there's anybody else I need to block, because I'm not going to keep going through this. God will send me my tribe. I don't have to worry about people not coming. God will send me who's supposed to be in my lives. Okay, Vera, I'll check it, okay? I'm going to block the Sylvia lady. Because I'm not going to keep dealing with it. It doesn't make sense. I want to say thank each and every last one of y'all. I know, Vera, it's getting ridiculous. Every live I come on, it's the same nonsense. You don't like what I'm talking about? Just leave. Get on here and say ugly things every day. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. I couldn't see myself harassing somebody every day. I couldn't do that. Let me tell you, they're not trolls. Those are miserable people. Those are actual people that's doing it. I know, Cola, it don't make sense. And women, too. They're not trolls. Those are actually people. They're just mega people that are miserable. Their souls are dirty. They wasn't raised right. I can't help you. Only Jesus can help you. I can't help you. So why are you coming over here every day harassing me? It don't make no sense. And that affects my monetization. They need to stop. But I want to thank each and every one of you beautiful queens in my chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. And if you want to support my channel, you could tip me by giving me a super chat, or you could get a membership. There's 2 different types of memberships, the Rubies membership and the Diamond memberships. Thank you. I will go live tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to go live before I go to this art museum event, or will I go live while I'm on my way to the art museum event? So I will have to see, because I got to go vote tomorrow too. So I got to see how I'm going to do this. But when I go live, just be looking out for me, because I'm going to go live, but I don't know exactly what time, because the event is at 6. And I have to drive an hour away in the Atlanta traffic around that time. It's going to be crazy. Then I'm going to try to go vote before I actually go to the event. So I thank each and every last one of y'all. And I love you all. God bless and good night, okay? Bye.